Chapter 51. Exercising her rights as a mother. After returning to New Harbor, Ava went straight home. "Second miss, is your injury better?" When the car pulled into the villa, Mrs. Quinn was already waiting at the door. As soon as it stopped, she hurried over, opening the car door for Ava. She looked at Ava with full concern, grabbed her and looked her over carefully from top to bottom. "When you're away from home, you gotta take care of yourself. With me not there, I don't know how you're looking after yourself." Mrs. Quinn sighed, tenderly tucking Ava's hair behind her ear. "Must have hurt a lot when you fell." Ava's nose got a little sore. She hugged Mrs. Quinn, acting cute. "It's fine now, don't worry, Mrs. Quinn." Mr. Quinn closed the trunk, carrying the suitcase toward them. "It's hot out here. Don't stand around hugging at the door. Get inside." Right, let's go." Mrs. Quinn patted Ava's back, always felt like Ava had gotten thinner. She sighed internally. Such a serious injury, blood everywhere. No wonder she'd lost weight. Ava linked arms warmly with Mrs. Quinn and walked inside. Just as they entered the foyer, she ran into Monica coming down the stairs. The smile that had been on Monica's face dropped the moment she saw Ava linked with Mrs. Quinn. Her gaze turned unfriendly toward both of them. Mrs. Quinn's smile stiffened. She withdrew the arm Ava had linked. The lady never liked Second Miss being too close to her. Always figured it was her fault that Second Miss wasn't close with her. But Monica never considered all her attention was on Grace. How could Second Miss get close? Just like this time Ava got hurt, she'd been terrified seeing the video. Called over and over. No one answered. She went to Monica, barely said, "Second Miss?" Monica cut her off, told her to do her job, not comment on family matters. Those days she couldn't reach Ava, couldn't sleep from worry. Finally, Ava texted her and she relaxed. Compare that to Monica. Second Miss gone over half a month and she didn't worry once. Didn't even find it strange. "Mrs. Quinn, I'm hungry. Want some of your braised pork ribs?" Ava ignored Monica's gaze. She acted cute sweetly with Mrs. Quinn. Mrs. Quinn looked at her lovingly, smiled, and said she'd go make it, told her to shower upstairs first, dinner'd be ready after. Both went into the living room. Mrs. Quinn called out to Monica and headed to the kitchen. Ava had sat on the plane for over 10 hours. All she wanted now was to shower, then come back and enjoy the show. Didn't expect her mom to grab her, seriously telling her to sit on the sofa. Ava pressed her lips and flashed a brilliant smile. "What's up, Mom?" She didn't even need to ask. Knew her mom was about to exercise her motherly rights. Same old thing, telling her to mind her status, not get too close to the servants. "You're a servant's daughter? Linking arms coming through the door like that? What does it look like?" Her daughter was never this affectionate with her. Forget linking arms. The two barely even had alone time together. Mrs. Quinn was just a servant, yet her daughter was closer to her. Made Monica furious. Her daughter, she'd carried her for 10 months, just because she'd had Mrs. Quinn help raise her when she was little. Now she couldn't even tell who was her real mom. Ava let it go in one ear and out the other. Had no interest arguing with Monica. Just smiled and said okay, said she'd be careful next time. That made Monica feel like she'd punched cotton, made her even angrier. "Shouldn't have let her raise you when you were little. People from poor backgrounds always have problems, and she dumped all her problems on you. Zero class for a wealthy family's daughter." Monica frowned. Ava's smile faded slightly. "Mom, having money doesn't mean you've got good character." She curved her lips. "I'm Mom's biological daughter. Any problems I've got came from Mom." She dragged out her words, smiling. "Like they say, you can't change your nature. Some people's personalities are set from birth." "What's that supposed to mean?" Monica's voice rose involuntarily. "You're saying your selfish, carefree personality comes from me?" Ava shrugged, looking completely unbothered. "Maybe." She stood, dropped the smile, lips curving mockingly. "Or maybe from Dad." "Ava!" Monica was livid. But Ava had already disappeared upstairs. Mrs. Quinn heard the commotion from the kitchen, nervously poked her head out to look. Having no one to vent at, Monica caught Mrs. Quinn's eye. Mrs. Quinn's eyelid twitched, bad feeling rising in her heart. Going upstairs, Ava ran into Grace emerging from her bedroom. Barely recognized her at first glance. The dark circles under Grace's eyes were stark, face completely pale, looking very haggard. Nothing like the noble, elegant, composed eldest Miss Hart. More like an abandoned wife living miserably, though not wrong either. Boyfriend ran from the wedding on engagement day. Grace really did qualify as abandoned. Sister? Ava's smile stayed bright on her face, with some concern creasing her brow. Sister, you okay? Found out about Adrian running away today. Did you two fight? If you did, talk it out. Don't miss each other over temporary anger. The girl's expression sincere, every word genuinely considering her. All the suspicious seeds in Grace's mind scattered in that moment. She thought, just coincidence, they both disappeared together. You went abroad to play? Grace asked symbolically. Ava smiled sweetly. Yeah, just got back and felt bored, so called some friends to go out. Ava not knowing she got hurt didn't surprise her. Even Monica, her actual mom, didn't bother dealing with her affairs, let alone Grace, her half-sister. They weren't close. Honestly, they barely knew each other. Ava said she'd go shower and turned into her room. Grace was relieved. Her sister was abnormally outgoing, but they never had much to talk about. Every time alone with her sister, she didn't know what to say. Besides, she had plans with friends. Grace went into the walk-in closet next door. Only 3 bedrooms on the second floor. One was hers, one was her sister's. The room across from both was her closet. Took up a third of the second floor. She did her makeup, barely covering the exhaustion on her face. When she left, Monica's eyes were slightly red, telling her to have fun, no need to rush home. Grace felt guilty. She'd been so caught up in her own sadness, never noticed how worried Mom and Dad were. She hugged Monica before heading out. Arriving at the spot to meet her friends, just getting out of the car, she saw a familiar figure. Adrian, hadn't seen him in ages.